Hello, good day everyone. How are you all today? And welcome back. My name is Hussein, and I'm gonna bring you back to share with you all the closing of the week opportunities. I mean to say how our week has been, and what we are going to expect today, and how our week was, what sort of opportunity actually came by, and what did we actually learn in this week. There were a lot of volatility actually happened in the financial market. There were a lot of opportunities as usual, because you see from day to day, from week to week, new opportunities come, new setup occurs, and always there are tons of opportunities that you can actually take advantage from and to profit from it. All right, in the current week, looking ahead in the economic calendar, we had a lot of events came over there. Actually, we had producer price index from the New Zealand in the red zone. We had unemployment rate from the UK zone, which was 3.9%, and also average earnings dropped. Also, claim and con, which was related to the to the job they lost about 856 million jobs in the UK. Also, we had Fed Chair Powell testimony. He did mention about that, how the economical situation, what are the measures they're going to take in terms of negative interest rates. So all in all, it was adding more volatility in the movement of the currency pace. Also, we had which is retails prices and also consumer price index in the UK zone, which was in the red zone, and we also had producer price index. As expected, all the economical indicator in from the Britain supposed to be in negative territory, and it did happen. And also we had Bank of Canada consumer price index. It was very weak. Obviously, consumer spending has to be impacted due to the COVID-19, and also wholesales month on month it picked up a little bit, but it was still not as expected. Then on Thursday, our initial jobless claims, as expected, it was again 2.25 about 2.4 million people have actually claimed in for the initial jobless claims, as well as expected, because the numbers is drastically actually increasing from time to time. And also Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index dropped to 43.1%. And all in all, looking ahead for today's, we had retail sales recently announced from the UK, which was also in the year on year, and also retail sales month on month, which was about 18.1. All in all in the red zone, which I believe that this will be driving the pound to the downside. Then retail sales from Canada is going to be out today, and I believe that it is also going to be onto the red zone, and this will be having a major impact on the USD Canadian pair. Then last night, Donald Trump actually highlighted on that that they will be purchasing all the weapon deals from Taiwan instead of buying it or purchasing it from China. And also they did highlight on that that if, let's say, that if they are not going to, if the Chinese companies are not going to declare that the owners belongs from China, they are going to remove them from USA. So all these comments actually had an impact on the dollar, and dollar was actually weaker in the start of the week, but towards the end of the week now it started to pick up its value and started to gain steam. All right, so looking ahead in the current structure, in the page, you see for CAD JPY, it actually did go up, but I see that because since today there could be negative news coming from England, and we see that this pair potentially is going to drop. So you can actually mark your levels of what is it going to do, because the structure has actually changed. And from time to time, you see, like I mentioned before, from time to time structure changes. When the structure changes, and then the direction changes as well. Looking ahead for GBP USD, for GBP USD, as you see here, the pair is taking a little bit of time to find its way back. I still see that this, as soon as it breaks this support, this pair is going to fall down, because the retail sale numbers just now came from it was into the negative zone, and I believe that GBP USD will be going down. Looking ahead for Euro USD, Euro USD had a nice rally at the early of the week, and just wait a second. So it had a nice rally at the early of the week, completed the pattern, and looking ahead now for Euro USD, you see, well, we see that the risk is to the downside, and it is going to keep falling because overall Euro is going to go down, even though they did announce recently the 500 billion package plan, you know, we have to fund for to support the economy. So you see, looking at the structure here, like we were spoke about it, that this pair will be going down. So we see that this is going to complete this pattern. If not this week, I don't think so will be this week. Probably by next week it will be completing this pattern, and then we will see what will be the next week. As for now, we're gonna see Euro to go down. GBP NZ has been in a nice downtrend since the pound has been falling weak. GBP JPY, I see that it has opened more room for it to go to the downside, because since the GBP should be getting weak. And looking ahead for other pairs that we actually did analyze from time to time, for USD CHF, it had a nice rally down, then the price has actually rebounded, but we still expect that matter of time this pair will be coming down again. So all in all, and also we had a nice rally on GBP CHF, and I still see that this pair will be we had a short entry here, and then I still see that this pair will be going down again. All right, so another volatile week with a lot of opportunities. Looking ahead, that we actually experienced it. Looking ahead for a quick review on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Stock market has been really volatile, and a lot of hopes on the development of the vaccination. And you see this Apple has been nicely trending up, and if you see that on Nvidia, and also wait a moment, let me just check on Dow Jones Industrial Average. You see overall Dow Jones Industrial Average has been up since March, right? And you see that it has, I mean, even though the volatility is not much, but you see, because market is in a wait and see mode, what is it going to do next? Because as soon as the vaccination is ready for COVID-19 recovery, you will see that this market will boom. And as you see from the pattern itself, what I try to understand here, it is going to retrace a bit, and then it is going to pick up steam again. So all in all, more signs of recovery is reflecting on the current chart. So I see that like I mentioned before, April was worst, May is getting better, and June will be even more better further. Looking ahead for gold, gold is actually now, I see that it is gradually still struggling to come down, but looking at the current structure here, at the pattern itself, we see that it's going to push up a bit and then come down. So I see that it is forming a nice descending triangle to give you potential opportunity to the downside. All right, so all in all, that's all for the week, and obviously from time to time there will be more updates that we're going to bring it for you. All right, and I would like to say thanks to all of you for joining our webinars, for joining our daily forecast. All right, that I believe has been always useful for you to become profitable trader. All right, so all the best, and I would like to say thanks to all of you once again, and to all our Muslim traders and also our friends. Selamat Hari Raya to all of you, and we will be seeing you all next week. Till then, take care.